friends were feeling a vacuum left after the arrest of Nnamdi Kalu.
Well, what vacuum?
I mean,
Nnamdi Kalu was
Nnamdi Kalu engaged.
All of us have been going around trying to make sure that we deal with the matter to make him come out, which we continue to tell the federal government that he is the key. Reason is that everybody using his name and the name of IPOB to perpetrate violence and mayhem. And I always ask the same Simon Ekpa and their group. You want Biafra? Fine. Do you want Biafra, or do you get Biafra by killing the same Biafrans you want? How? How does murdering people, how does kidnapping people, how does going around and spreading mayhem, killing policemen, burning police stations down and all that help you? How?
I mean, calling Nigeria animal farm, calling Nigeria zoo, calling Nigeria all sort of, and painting a picture that this is a hell on earth, a country that is unlivable, and giving an impression from outside of the country as though anyone who is in government or anyone who represents any other thing other than IPOB is a villain. Now, and there are those who believe that, yes, the agitation and some of the intervention that Nnamdi Kalu represented, as soon as he got off the radar, of the scene, there are those who wanted to feel and lead that voice. But the question is that you have been agitating for the release of Nnamdi Kalu. Buhari government has passed. You were arrested as being a surety for Nnamdi Kalu. There are those, in fact, who said some of you were the promoters of the likes of Nnamdi Kalu, and what has led to some of the violence that we have seen in the South. The fundamental question is, how can this end, the agitation, or what can bring to a conclusive peace in the Southeast region?
How it will end is simple. Every one of them claims that it is because Nnamdi Kalu is incarcerated. That is why they are doing. They are not. That's not why. It will end when Nnamdi Kalu comes out, and then we now know who is a genuine agitator and who is a criminal.
How do you go about that?
How you go about that is that when Nnamdi Kalu comes out, then he can know his followers.
By extra legal or judicial means?
No. Nobody will now have a reason to say, oh, we are burning down this station, we are killing this policeman, we are killing our own people, nobody's doing, you are going to be doing sit at home because he is incarcerated.
Senator, what I'm asking is that how would this happen? How will Nnamdi Kalu be released? Because that means the case before the court are probably going to be jettisoned. Those are extrajudicial, extra legal means, political means.
The Nnamdi Kalu was extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. The Supreme Court has even accepted that. And what we have been doing is, rather than continuing through the court process, let us take it outside of that. What has Nnamdi Kalu done that Igboho did not do? Think about it. Yet, Igboho is walking free today. Is it shouting or you're screaming? They've said all that. Even Igboho went the other day to London to say, oh, I'm going to submit a letter to the Prime Minister or to the King of England or whatever. Oh, we want to have our own nation. What has happened to him? You never had anything from the Nigerian government.
So Nnamdi Kalu has been treated unfairly. Is that what you mean?
Of course. And this is the issue now. The Southeast, 5 states, 50 ministers. A state like Ogun State has 4 ministers. The whole Southeast, just that 5. And so when people continue to look at this unequal treatment, you just give fuel to these people who continue to say they don't like us, they don't treat us well, they don't do all that. So, And I went and I've been talking to the powers that be. And I can also use this opportunity to talk to the powers that be. When President Tinubu became president, one of his first acts was to change the national anthem. In the national anthem, there is a line that says that we want to build a nation where no man is oppressed. So if you're from the southeast and you see that you're just being given, okay, the Constitution says you must get one, and then you ask yourself, am I being oppressed or not? So I think that fairness, equity is the fundamental thing. And for every Igbo, note it, for every Igbo, a true-born Igbo, there is something that is innate in us. In Igbo, it is said, Egbe bere, ugo bere, let the kite perch and let the eagle perch. Let no one disturb God. So we are known for fairness.
So the
that's not the point.
You're talking as though the Southeast has been subdued.
No, there is a deliberate policy, whether it is advertent or inadvertent. What people do when you come out of a war, when you have all this type of thing, when you want to have inclusiveness, you bend over backwards to make people feel that they are also part of this polity. And I say, and I repeat, you cannot have in your national anthem where you say, where no man is oppressed, and you continue to oppress a group of people. All you do
so the South is an oppressed people.
I'll tell you one thing, Seun. From Lagos to Ibadan, from Abuja to Kaduna is about 100 and something kilometers. Is that not so? Mm. From Onitsha to Enugu is 120 kilometers. 60 checkpoints. How can you have that? The whole of the Southeast is the most policed area in the world. From Owerri to Aba, which is just barely 36 or 37 kilometers, you will find 30 checkpoints. Every 1 kilometer you have a checkpoint.
Isn't it because of the unrest and some
How
of the
can it
violence?
be because of the unrest? Yeah, they are not unrest everywhere. You have unrest from here. So to Kaduna.
Are you saying there is a deliberate militarization
I say it's
of the
very
region?
deliberate, and we have shouted, we have screamed, we have told the military, look, there's something that is going on in the Southeast today that is the worst that you can ever see. You're coming out in a transport vehicle. Nobody will check the transport vehicle. You come to an army checkpoint, they will just say, everybody come out and walk. Whether it's raining, whether the people are sick, whether it is, why do you have to do that? And this is in this country. It doesn't happen anywhere else. So everybody in the Southeast,